Does your shoulder hurt or you have trouble reaching? Sometimes stretching isn't enough. Try releasing the tissues around the shoulder. First, get a lacrosse ball. I prefer a lacrosse ball because it grips well and is harder than most balls to help release tissues. If you don't have a lacrosse ball, then try using a similar ball like a tennis ball. With a ball like a tennis ball, it tends to be slippery, so use some shelf liner material to wrap the ball to help it grip to the wall and your body. Start the releases by finding the bottom of the rib cage and follow that to the center to the xiphoid process. Go about an inch above the xiphoid process. This will be one point of release. Next, go below the clavicle, also known as the collarbone. This will be another point of release. Divide the sternum into 3 release points: above the xiphoid process, the center point, and the point below the clavicle. If you have a longer or larger torso, then you should consider having 4 release points along the sternum. Place the ball on the first release point and lean into the wall. If the ball feels too hard or uncomfortable, then take some body weight off the ball by scooting your feet closer to the wall. Stay at each release point for 2 to 3 slow breaths. As your body weight goes into the ball, breathe into the ball to allow the tissues to relax and release. If at any point of the releases you feel increased pain or discomfort, then stop and don't continue these releases. The next set of releases will be below each clavicle. Start on one side. The first release point will be about an inch below the clavicle, the end that's near the middle of the body. The last release point below the clavicle will be at the front of the shoulder. From these 2 release points, divide the length to get 4 release points. For those who are taller than me and have broader shoulders, you should consider dividing the length below the clavicle to 5 release points. Start with the first release point and lean into the wall. Do 2 to 3 slow breaths as you breathe into the ball and the tissues release. Release at the side of a door frame or corner of a wall to better position the ball. Continue these releases and breaths until you reach the front of the shoulder. At this release point, do slow arm movements to more thoroughly release the shoulder. With the palm facing forward, you can bring the arm up towards the ceiling, then allow the arm to come back down. You can also rotate the arm outwards and then allow the arm to go back to the original position. Keep in mind that you're still leaning into the wall with the ball. Along the front of the shoulder, you can do 2 to 3 release points with the ball against the wall. Remember to do slow arm movements for each release point for the front of the shoulder. Finally, release along the arm. Start right below the front of the deltoid. As you release along the arm, rotate the arm outwards, then back to the original position. Follow the arm down towards the elbow. The last release point should be about an inch or 2 above the elbow. There should be about 4 to 6 release points along the arm, depending on how long your arm is. Again, all the release points should be done leaning against the wall. When releasing down the arm, you'll have to push the arm into the wall to release the tissues as you rotate it. Repeat these releases below the other clavicle and for the other arm. Spend more time releasing areas that feel tighter. Hope all these instructions make sense and help you to improve your shoulder pain and range of motion.